Budafok was part of the Budafok wine region. The damage caused by the phylloxera disease and the dynamic development of Budapest together destroyed the wine culture. First holiday homes, then residential buildings were built in the Buda Hills. However, the wine trade center nature of Budafok remained. In a specific way, it was exactly the development of Budapest, this large-scale construction, which destroyed the wine region, but created the conditions of survival of the wine trade. Among others, the quay regulating the bed of the Danube was constructed from stone mined from Budafok cellars, and credit goes to the wisdom of the builders, since direct ways were opened to the bank of the Danube from several cellars with slight slope. Today, mostly walls have been built around these. Thus, the delivery of stones and later wines became very simple by ship. There is a stone and soil strata thickness of approximately 10-20 meters above the cellars established at the place of limit pits in Budafok and Kőbánya, Budapest District 10, very similar to Budafok. The ventilation of limestones is good, and the clean air of the cellar benches of 10 Celsius of humidity or 80-90% is extremely suitable for storing wine. In contrast with the cellars of Hegyalja, these cellars are spacious, 5-8 meters wide and 3-6 meters high. In the last decade, the independent cellar branches were connected here as well, thus more favorable and balanced temperature was reached. The construction of the cellars did not start at the end of the 19th century, since the cellars of Budafok, Promontor, were known already during the time of the Turkish occupation. It is not well known that there were 302 commercial wine cellars in Budafok around 1910, and 65-70% of the wine export of the country was carried out by these wineries. According to experts, there were 31 32-kilometer long arched cellar benches used by wine growers in Budafok at the end of the 1990s. It is estimated that total length of the cellars in Budafok is 3 times this much, approximately 100 kilometers. In addition to the wineries of the famous wine trade companies of the turn of the 19th and 20th century and the 2 world wars, various cooperative and state wine trade companies operated in Budafok. In addition to the 2 large companies, Hungarovin and Promontorvin, several smaller companies also used the cellars of Budafok at the end of the 1990s. The Hungarovin export cellar in Sörház Street was held by the Palugyai family until 1949. This 3.5-kilometer long cellar that used to consist of 25 cellar branches is among the most valuable Hungarian cellars. Famous figures of the Hungarian history appeared on several wine kegs in the Palugyai cellar. The bottom application, portraying Prince Ferenc Rákóczi, carved by István Schmidt, can still be seen. The oval wine kegs portraying Petőfi and Kossuth are in a similar good condition. The Palugyai family, who played an outstanding role in Hungarian wine trade, had this made in 1948 for the century of the Hungarian War of Independence. That the decoration wine kegs and the carving of keg bottoms are historical tradition is also proven by the fact that Állami Pincegazdaság State Winery had a 1.022 hectoliter wine kegs with carved bottom made for the quarter of the century anniversary of the company's existence in 1974. In accordance with the prevailing ideas of the age and place, Central Europe's and, according to our current knowledge, the entire world's largest wine cask in use that can be filled was constructed. The bottom of the wine cask, prepared by Mechanikai Hordógyár, Mechanical Cask Factory, is decorated by the wood carving of Kossuth Prize winner sculptor István Szabó, Senior, demonstrating the entire life of the vine, from the vine shot to the wine glass. The Törlei plant in Budafok was established in 1882 by József Törlei, who came from Csantavér, Vojvodina, today Serbia, with the leadership of French experts. Together with the François Champagne factory established nearby, they produce champagne with champagne technology, with in-bottle fermentation. For example, they preserved the carbonic acid originated during the fermentation of wine. Both companies made champagne of excellent quality, and they sold their products overseas as well. A 3-story cellar of floor space of 20,000 square meters was constructed in the Törlei factory. The 120 centimeter wide brick walls and the 7.5 meter wide arch branches create spaces whose size of atmosphere resemble that of an inner temple. In certain branches of the Törlei cellar, barely used for almost 30 years from 1960 to 1990, champagnes are fermented again today, and the François plant operates as well. Champagnes are made with 3-6 years of fermentation required by true quality, again in old shaking branches, according to classic traditions, with sediment removal by freezing, ice cork method introduced by Törlei.